This is in no way my attempt to justify my comic book obsession. And this story, I really, really like. Artwork, the storytelling. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Pull List. My name is Travis. Let's talk about how Karen Gillan wants to play the Joker. Last month at Florida SuperCon, Karen Gillan was asked by a fan if she could play any character in any other fandom. Who would it be? Gillan's response that it was someone DC and that she would like to play a female Joker. And I, for one, think that that is an amazing idea. Having said that, it feels like we're sort of in the age of viewers complaining about females being cast as traditionally male roles. For that, just look at YouTube comments on videos talking about how a female is going to play the next Doctor. There was a small but very loud minority complaining about this, even though there is no information to go on other than the role change. Even though Time Lords have been shown to change gender, change skin color, regenerate every single cell in their entire body, there are some people that just cannot handle the fact that a woman is going to be playing the Doctor. Though I get it, the Doctor is a character who has been played by a male time and time again since the 1960s. And the Joker is similar in that regard. Every live-action version of the Joker has been played by a male. There was a comment I saw a few weeks ago on a video about the Doctor being played by a female saying, "What's next? A female Superman? A female Joker?" Well, no. A female Superman would be Supergirl. A female Joker, however, that's actually canon. And I'm not talking about a female pretending to be the Joker as a copycat or somebody taking up the mantle down the line. I'm talking about the Joker. And this is where I feel like DC and Warner Brothers should be focusing their efforts after they assemble their Justice League solo films. Alternate realities. In 2011, a miniseries called Flashpoint hit the stands. The miniseries itself is only 5 issues, but if you add in the tie-ins to complete the full story, that brings the total up to over 60 issues. And if you watch the Flash TV series, you know that they did a very loose adaptation of Flashpoint. And this year at San Diego Comic-Con, it was announced that the Flash movie was renamed to Flashpoint and would somewhat adapt the storyline. It's unclear which aspects of the story the film would focus on. Like I said, it's over 60 issues, so that's a lot of content. But the interesting thing about Flashpoint is that Barry Allen, the Flash, wakes up and he no longer has his powers. He's now in this world where he knows that things are different, but he's the only one that realizes it. Barry's dead mother is alive, the Amazonians have taken over the British Isles, the Atlanteans have sunk in Western Europe. The Justice League was never actually established. Superman isn't anywhere to be found. Batman is very different too, as Barry finds out. Batman is not Bruce Wayne, but Thomas Wayne, Bruce's father. Instead of Thomas and Martha Wayne being gunned down in that alleyway all those years ago, it was Bruce who was shot and killed. This violent act against his son actually spurred Thomas Wayne into becoming the Batman. But what does all this have to do with Karen Gillan wanting to play the Joker? Well, at SuperCon, after saying that she would like to play the Joker at some point, Gillan found out that in Flashpoint, the Joker is Martha Wayne. Yes, that's right. In response to their son's violent murder, Thomas Wayne becomes the Batman and Martha Wayne snaps and becomes the Joker. She is so traumatized that she cuts open her cheeks to create a bloody smile. And months later, she is able to track down Joe Chill, her son's murderer, and beats him to death with a hammer. She even gets her own version of Harley Quinn named Yo-Yo. I don't want to spoil what happens to Martha Wayne in Flashpoint, but she does find out that her son Bruce was supposed to grow up to be the Batman, and she's not the most stable of minds. Flashpoint is actually erased when the Flash gets his powers back and goes back in time to prevent himself from causing changes. Which is how alternate realities and alternate timelines could be a fun change of pace for these live-action comic book properties. I mean, Fox sort of did that with the X-Men. They went back in time and changed some things to give us a younger cast to tell earlier adventures, but everything is still in continuity. Marvel had a comic series called What If, where they would change one thing and then follow the story through to see how it would pan out. What if the Fantastic Four had not gained their superpowers? What if Captain America was revived today? What if Wolverine was the Lord of the Vampires? Actually, I guess we sort of got the Captain America one in the movies, but you know what I mean. These sort of stories are self-contained realities, and they don't heavily depend on the actual continuity. If studios decided to take advantage of these alternate realities or alternate worlds, we could get Gotham by Gaslight, or Superman Red Sun, or Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse would be incredible. Say what you will about having a female Joker, but it's actually a canonical idea. Martha Wayne, or Martha Kane, whichever name you want to go with. Hey Bruce, guess who the Joker is in this alternate reality? It's Martha! So Karen Gillan wanting to play the Joker in an alternate reality sort of Batman story? I am completely on board with that. I just see one big problem. That problem being that the studio would probably want to keep the same actors and actresses from the real timeline in this alternate version. Lauren Cohan played Martha Wayne in Batman v Superman, but seeing Lauren Cohan play the Joker in an alternate reality Flashpoint, not entirely sure. Though, Jeffrey Dean Morgan did play Thomas Wayne, and I would love to see a Jeffrey Dean Morgan Thomas Wayne Batman Flashpoint film. In the comments down below, let me know your thoughts on Karen Gillan wanting to play a female version of the Joker. Would you want to see Karen Gillan play the role? Would you want to see Lauren Cohan play the role? Would you want to see a Jeffrey Dean Morgan Batman film like I do? Or do you think that alternate realities and alternate universes would just alienate and confuse viewers? That's another thing. If they start doing alternate world stories, how are you going to explain that it's not actually part of the continuity, and then it could get a little confusing. That's it for this episode of The Pull List. My name is Travis. Thank you for fueling my comic book obsession, and you will see me tomorrow.